Senior lawmakers want the intelligence community to make public what its officials have been willing to say only in classified settings, that Saudi Arabian Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman was responsible for the death of Washington Post contributing columnist and regime critic Jamal Khashoggi.
The Republican chairman of the Senate Intelligence Committee and the Democratic vice chairman sent a letter Monday to the acting director of national intelligence, Richard Grenell, urging him to reconsider his agency's decision not to declassify information related to the brutal October 2018 murder of Khashoggi, a U.S. resident at the time of his death in the Saudi consulate in Istanbul.
The previously undisclosed letter was sent by Senator Richard Burr, RNC, and Senator Mark R. Warner, DBA. At the same time, Senator Ron Wyden, D.O.R., is moving to invoke a rarely used legislative procedure that would enable the Senate to release the requested material if it is deemed in the public interest.
It has been more than a year since agents of the Saudi government murdered Jamal Khashoggi, in Turkey, Wyden said in a statement to the Post. And yet the Trump administration refuses to publicly acknowledge who ordered that assassination. It is choosing to protect an authoritarian government.
CIA determines Saudi Crown Prince ordered Khashoggi assassination.
The three are among a number of lawmakers calling on the Office of the Director of National Intelligence (ODNI) to make public its private assessment of responsibility for Khashoggi's murder.
President Trump, who has established a close working relationship with the leadership of Saudi Arabia, has been reluctant to publicly blame the Crown Prince, the country's de facto leader, for the brazen killing, which sparked global outrage.
In December, Congress passed a law requiring the DNI within 30 days to provide an unclassified report identifying those who carried out, participated in or were otherwise responsible for the death of Khashoggi, who was suffocated and dismembered. A separate provision allowed for a classified annex.
Last month, shortly after Trump replaced acting DNI Joseph Maguire with Grenell, the ODNI sent its report to Congress, according to U.S. officials.
The response said simply that ODNI would not provide any unclassified information, Wyden said. A total and complete cover-up.
The classified annex, however, made clear what CIA Director Gina Haspel and other officials have briefed to lawmakers in classified sessions, that Mohammed played a direct role in Khashoggi's killing, according to three U.S. officials, who spoke on the condition of anonymity because the information remains secret.
ODNI has no specific detail to offer concerning its response, a spokesperson said in a statement, adding that the office believes the report meets Congress's requirement. The intelligence community has consistently provided our oversight committees with all relevant intelligence, the statement said. This particular request asks us to make that intelligence available to the public. That is something that cannot be done without jeopardizing sources and methods.
The spokesperson stressed that the ODNI's decision not to declassify any information was following the recommendation of nonpartisan career intelligence officials.
There is no reason that the information should be classified, said Representative Adam B. Schiff, D. Califf, chairman of the House Intelligence Committee, in a letter last week to Grenell. He noted that there is a robust body of credible and classified reporting regarding Khashoggi's killing, including a report issued last June by the United Nations Special Rapporteur on extrajudicial, summary or arbitrary executions. Thus, the committee does not anticipate that any harm to national security would result from declassifying the findings, with redactions as necessary, he said.
Failure to declassify the annex and produce an unclassified report could give rise to concerns that ODNI is using the classification process impermissibly in order to shield information of intense public interest from public release, Schiff said.
U.S.-Saudi steps in Khashoggi case don't go far enough, lawmakers say.
A public attribution by the government is important in setting foreign policy, other lawmakers said. It's highly relevant to decisions we need to make about our relationship with Saudi Arabia, a debate that requires public input, said Representative Tom Malinowski, DNJ, a member of the House Foreign Affairs Committee and a State Department official in the Obama administration. Therefore it should absolutely be declassified.
He noted there are authorities and requirements in U.S. law to sanction individuals when the Secretary of State has credible evidence they have committed serious human rights abuses.
Now that the administration has formally determined and reported to Congress who was likely responsible for this crime, I believe they are obligated to sanction those people under the relevant authorities, he said.
A senior House Intelligence Committee official said the murder appalled Democrats and Republicans alike. The official added, achieving full accountability for Khashoggi's killing requires that the intelligence community and Trump administration level with the American people about what they know regarding who in the Saudi government ordered, carried out and attempted to cover up the killing.
The DNI submission to Congress also included a list of other individuals who were involved in Khashoggi's murder. Some of these persons were placed on the Treasury Department's sanctions list in November 2018 for having a role in the killing. They were designated pursuant to an executive order targeting perpetrators of serious human rights abuse and corruption.
The report, as required by the National Defense Authorization Act, was delivered to the Senate and House Intelligence Panels and both chambers' Foreign Affairs Committees.
Shane Harris contributed to this report.